Hey guys, welcome back to Dollinrail. I know it's been a little while, and I'm actually gonna probably continue the series for another few episodes. And it just happens to be a coincidence that G-Man asked for another update, that I had just finished another major step towards the final, what might be the final product of my layout. So yeah, before I pan to the right and show you what I really wanted to show people, this is what the layout looks like right now. I've actually completed the double track all the way around and cut the corners off of this. And I actually was gonna do tunnels, but I decided to cut corners and make it easier. I just thought of that one. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. And then the Metroliner is back. And it's kind of janky on this track. It's really noisy, but that's just how it is. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know why, but this thing is liking to split trains. So like, alright, there we go. So like one half of the train will go down one section and the other half will go into the other, and so it'll look like it'll be drifting. So just to give you an idea of how good this track is right now, before I screw it up with any chemicals or whatever, I'd like to keep a census of how good it is before I do anything to it. And you guys remember this, right? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This is the motorized version. So let's just put this thing on the track. I don't know if you guys remember, but like 4 months ago, that thing would be stop and go, stop and go. I'd have to push it every few seconds. And it still is like that sometimes, but just look at it. It's almost as good as my RDC. And it's almost as quiet too. My RDC also kind of loves the track. It runs really well. My steam engine, the one steam engine that I have operational, is working, and I mean, works well. My F7, I think. I don't remember what it is. F7 diesel runs pretty well. This one right here. The switcher runs really well. In fact, I was actually racing that thing and the switcher just a moment ago. The switcher won because it's better at straight portions, while this thing is decent at straight portions, but also decent at turning. That thing was actually catching up, and then for some reason it started to slow down, I guess. Maybe some of the oil is starting to rub off or something. I don't know. It seems like that's the case. But that thing also recovered very quickly, the old train. That one is no different about the track. That one I haven't really tested, but it's probably okay. And so now, plans. So what I plan to do is I am actually going to triple the amount of trains that I had originally. So originally, I didn't have this. I didn't have any of this lower section. I could only have one train going around the table at a time. And now, with 2 rail joiners and 1 transformer, I can triple the amount of trains since then that can be running on this table. And so I'm just gonna get some insulated rail joiners. They're already on the way, I'm pretty sure. And that thing is not connected right, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I have insulated rail joiners right here. There'll be some plastic in between them. Make sure that no electricity gets through. So then power will be cut to this rail and this whole entire inside loop, or middle loop. And then I'll have a separate transformer probably around here. Now, if you guys don't know what a transformer is and you're thinking of the Michael Bay series, I'm talking about one of those. It's a controller. Or power pack, I should say. Power pack right here, so I can connect it up to these, this connector right there, and then, yeah, connect it back up to my plugs. Shouldn't have a problem, shouldn't have to make a hole in the table, should just have the wire dangling off. And obviously this hasn't been ballasted. I'm going to ballast it with sand. Reason being, I've been spending a lot of money on this, and my budget's getting kind of slim. But yeah, so I've still got that whole empty space that I want to fill up with something. Be it trees, some nature elements, a lake possibly. I could cut out a lake. I could add a factory or some sort of grain plant or something like that. Maybe if it would have like a rail shed or something like that, I could have a switch coming off of there and a rail going into the factory or whatever. Nothing much is going to change on the top level. The top level is pretty solid right now. But one theoretical idea that I might do if I'm feeling really bored someday is something a bit wild. And that is, I would connect the upper and lower portions. How, you might ask? Well, I would get a switch, place it right here, rail would come off, and it would slowly be inclining up to this point. So there, that's the entry point. Now, wait a second. Hold on. I'm dumb. I only have entry points in my plan. But anyway, my original plan was to have it coming off of here, because this is about the same level, just a little bit higher on this little bump right there. And I'd have a switch, rail would come over this way, descend, and connect to one of these two. And then, as for the entry point, I'd somehow make these two rails bridges, and then tunnel, make a switch here, tunnel underneath, or cut right through, use up this empty space right here, and connect it up over there. But I'm not really wanting to do that right now, because I want to give the space a little bit more of a chance. So that's why I am asking for suggestions if you guys have any. Think creatively what would go there, because that just really annoys me how there's nothing there. I mean, sure, there are going to be a few more trees there since I cut out the corners. But yeah. Not done yet. Expect another update video in a week or two, because that's when I'm getting my transformer and insulator rail and soldering the new rail joiners and all that. But yeah, might be adding lit switches, and I don't mean lit as in the meme lit, but I might be adding some switches. I mean, what switches? What do they call them? They're like traffic lights, but for trains. I don't remember what they're called, but like something right here that is always green or something. You know, lights. I'll try maybe adding some sort of effect, but I highly doubt it because that's really difficult and I'm not ready for it. Oh, in the process of building this, some people died. Casualty level 3. Oh yeah, and that's the knife I'm using to cut through play foam. Yeah, puzzled play foam. That stuff is tough. I mean, oh. So yeah. Now all of my passenger trains can run on the inner rail, which is really cool. Unfortunately, they can't go on this one yet. There's still one more curve that is being really annoying right over there, right next to the power pack. I can't really change that. That one's solid because I risk breaking the whole entire outer thing. The power to it, at least, because the rail joiners are really weak on that side. Like, they are about to break. And I don't want that to happen. Because I'm too lazy to solder anymore. Or buy anymore. So yeah. Hopefully by next May, I think, is after the train shows, I'll have some new stuff. Or maybe even by Christmas. If my dad loosens my restrictions on budget. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Yeah, again, I'll give an update video in about a week or two, and I'll see you then.